Post-injury, too many people give up completely on everything that they've ever thought they could do. Physically, you might be weak, but spiritually, you might be great. It's time to get going today. My name's Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer, and I talk about this stuff because I'm living through it right now. A few weeks ago, I got a concussion. I couldn't do much work, and I lost a little bit of momentum on my life and things that I have been progressing towards. However, what I need to do is get back into it. This is day one of it, and I woke up this morning and I had this idea in my head for a few days, but then I said, you know what, let's just go for it. I'm gonna do at least through the New Year's daily vlogging. I've been thinking about it, and I think this might be the only way to push my mission out. No matter how bad, how good, but this is our day. This is our time to shine. And I need to get back to where I am. Like, mentally, I got out of the concussion issues within a week. Physically, I'm still struggling. My energy is still physically low. I was told that, when you have a concussion, especially in your 30s, this is 4 that I've had in my life. And especially in your 30s, it takes longer physically to rebuild. And I had 3 when I was a kid, and it was like, oh, ow, ooh, wow, next day, whatever, fine. Wasn't even thinking about it. Now, I guess it's a little harder now. Oh, God, I'm old, folks. But I have things, like I have this lump still on the top of my head. This is not the physical concussion, but it is just the way that things rebuilt. I'm still working on getting this scar out of the way. But otherwise, with that look-wise, I'm fine. But like I said, physically, I just got to get myself back in order. Now, how do we do this? What do we do? You might have been able to run a mile without stopping. You might have been able to lift 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 pounds easily without even thinking twice, but maybe you can only do half of that. Maybe you can't run too far without getting winded, but you just got to start somewhere. So here's the plan. The best way to hold myself accountable is to actually get out there and do it. So like today, it snowed last night. I've got to get over a few towns over within a couple hours and get to training some kids, and then go out to do some work for the rest of the night for my day job. But what do I gotta do? All right, let's get up, eat, do work, do what I have to do. Just do it. But forgive myself. Okay, I'm getting winded, or it took a little longer, or it feels like, like during the concussion, when I felt better to be able to walk and physically do well without getting nauseous, I walked 2 miles, and it took me 2 hours to walk 2 miles, and I'm just like shuffling. But you know what? I had to forgive myself for it. I said, you know what? It'll be better. It will be better. This is all I can do today, and I'm gonna do more tomorrow. But don't quit, because don't quit yourself. You cannot quit at all. Like I said, too many people quit. Too many people say, okay, this is who I am now. And I think of my dad. My dad still is a solid dude, but he had a heart attack. And when you have an injury, when you have an issue, the quicker you get back to trying something, the better you're going to be, because your body goes into a state of, this is the new norm, and it just accepts it. There's nothing more to do. Like, there's absolutely nothing more to do at all then. So what you're going to do is just do it. Just do something. And, like we said with step 1, forgive yourself for it. If you can only run 1/10 of a mile or do 10 minutes on a treadmill, okay, Or if you can only do a little bit of work that day, okay, but you're going to do more the next day and you're going to keep at it. It'll take a little while to get back into your physical routines, but you do something, to get back to where you are. The longer you wait, the harder it is for you to get back into what you've done. And the more impossible it is that you are going to come back to who you were. Like, I have a friend of mine who, she had a concussion, and the concussion was so bad. I mean, she was out of commission for 2 years, and she's just now starting to get back to about like 80% of where she was, and she's pretty impressive. But she still has very low energy. But she waited a year after the event to even go back to a gym. I was back the next week. I was back within 7 days, I was back. I was back doing my work and teaching and doing my thing. So, that's the better part of it. But also rest. Rest. It'll take a little while to do it, but also, 3, get your tribe together. We'll figure that out. I'm going to have Kaz with me sometimes on this. These videos are going to be largely one takes, but I don't want to do is just be a trainer, be a talking head, sitting in this chair. And as I sit in this chair, I tell you everything that I do. Oh yeah, I lift, I do that, I teach people. Well, I think of my buddy Evan, like, dude, show us what you do. Okay. When we do what we do, All right, so we're going to do what we can. We have more videos here. I know you want to check those out. And as always, we climb.